Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to react to two different videos. The first one is going to be an old school karate kumite, which is a fight, and we're going to sort of break it down and see how it differs from the modern new style kumite. And then we're going to react to a video from a more recent competition, just to see how sport karate has evolved and changed over time. And we'll see whether we think it's gone forwards or gone backwards. Many people think it's gone backwards. There's a lot of hate on sport karate, but there's also a bit of a misunderstanding. You know, people say that this point sparring won't work in a real fight, but it's also not meant to. So that's one big thing we need to get out of the way. This is not meant to work in a real fight. This is just for competition. Also, if you're wondering what is the best way to improve your flexibility, then go ahead to the first link in the description of this video and try out my flexibility program. That is the answer to all of your flexibility queries, all of your problems to do with your flexibility. That will answer them all. And you'll be able to throw kicks like you've never thrown them before. So go ahead to the first link in the description and check it out. Okay, so the first video we're going to react to is the Karate WKF, which is a federation of karate, World Championships from 1987. So that's what, like 20, 30, nearly 40 years ago. It's like 38 years ago. We're going to see what it's like, what kind of techniques are thrown, and yeah, how it is. Let's go. That was a nice sweep there, straight into a kick on the floor. It's almost like an axe kick on the floor. Yeah, so you can see here they're going for it, you know. This is more of what people expect karate should be like, I think. Because you can see they're like tough guys, they're going for it, they're not really holding back. You know, you can also see they're not wearing shin pads. That's a big thing to note. Yeah, see they're proper going for it, they're blitzing in. Yeah, see the energy's good. Yeah, see it's higher paced. The contact rules are clearly maybe not as enforced as they are now, so these guys are going a little bit harder, like they're just going in like cracking each other, which is good to see. It's nice to see some aggression, and yeah, they're not wearing any shin pads, which is quite brave actually, considering they do like kick each other, and they kick each other fairly hard as well. So if you want to block something and a shin comes to your elbow, it's going to hurt both of you, so it's pretty respectable to see. But yeah, they wear shin pads now. They wear like big old pads nowadays, and you see the little gloves as well with the fingers coming out. Yeah, see, people actually got knocked out in this kind of karate competition. Yeah, see, like that. He's back up though. Yeah, that was quite scrappy. It's like got on top of him and trying to hammer fist him, but yeah, no, it's a good intensity, and they're going for each other like they're actually trying to, you know, hurt each other in a respectful way, obviously. Gyakuzuki, Kazamazuki, Gyakuzuki, nice little combo. Jab cross. Oh, that was a nice Uramawashigeri, a hook kick round to the back of the head there. Oh, that was really nice. See, the control you've got to have to do that. Oh, look, this guy can kick. That was really good. The control you've got to have to not wear any shin pads and basically touch him in the head without hurting him is really good. Also, what you might have seen there, you see how he grabbed the leg and he's trying to sweep the leg there? That looks like, that almost resembles Muay Thai, where they grab the leg and you kick the leg out from under them. So anyone that says karate is not as tough as Muay Thai, they do the similar sort of sweeps there as Muay Thai do. Well, they did it in the old days anyway. I'm pretty sure they still do that stuff now. Yeah, see, people are actually going down in sparring like this. Squatting his face there. Yeah, they're really going for each other. Oh, that was a nice clean point, that was. Maybe not. Oh, he tried to throw an inside crescent kick there, so you don't see that in competition anymore. You don't see like kicks like that. Oh, yeah, see, a straight punch to the face. I wonder if he got a warning for that. I don't know what the contact rules were like back then. That was a nice punch though, because Kazamazuki straight to the face. Yep. Still obviously got the celebrating, you know, when you hit them and you jump off and you start like celebrating, you've still got that, even in old school competition, but you know, it's a lot more aggressive, a lot more tough, I guess, kind of. They really look like they're trying to go for each other, basically. Yeah, so he's got cracked in the face there. Yes. Oh, that was a lovely hook kick. So he'll probably score that as well. Nowadays, that would probably be way too much contact, but I think he probably would have scored that back then. Oh, almost that back kick was nearly in there. Slipped off his side a little bit. Yeah, see, it's almost resembles, I mean, it doesn't really resemble Kyokushin, but the type of contact that they used to do back then almost resembles Kyokushin. Like, they are just whacking each other's legs, like, you know, they're smacking each other in the stomach, even in the face as well, which you don't actually do in Kyokushin. So this style of karate, this style of like competition, is a fairly complete combat system, apart from ground game, obviously. But they used to do like takedowns, throws, punches, kicks, all strikes. It's got pretty much all aspects of like a good striking game. There, see, nice catch his leg and go in with it with a reverse Gyakuzuki punch there. Oh, nice hook kick there, straight over the top. So you've got to be fast and control it really well to be able to kick someone with a bare foot right in the face and not knock them out. It's almost harder to not knock them out in this scenario because you've got to control it. You've got to pull it back so quickly. Oh, they're actually going for each other there. See, back then that was just what happened. Yeah, so it's just constant, they're just going for each other. I've said that about a million times. Sweep the leg, like Mwashigiri to the face. Yeah. Yeah, it seems a bit more erratic, like a bit more like fast-paced and all over the place, but also it seems more real. So now we're going to go over to a modern fight, which was from like last year, I believe. And we're going to see how that compares to this. Obviously, the picture quality will be a bit better, but we'll see how the combat has changed over nearly 40 years. Okay, so here we have a fight from a WKF Premier League, which is pretty much the top level competition in the WKF, the World Karate Federation. And as you can see, it's the contact, the intensity is immediately a bit less than it was. But we can see there that Red scored a point there. Look at the height difference as well. Yeah, see, immediately, the punches to the face are, you can see there's distance between them. They're not hitting each other at all, which obviously shows good control, but it also shows how the contact has gone way down over the years. I didn't actually see who scored that point. Oh, Red maybe. Here we go. Yeah, see, they're really fast, these athletes. They're so quick. Like, you blink and you've missed them. Yeah, so that was a nice Jodan Gyakuzuki over by the blue Azerbaijani guy there. But again, if you can see that, as he went into strike, he was on one leg. He was like, I know the other guy's taller, so he's got to reach up, but he was like in with the first one, and then he's almost like a Superman punch over the top, which I guess is a valid technique, but you can see these guys have just developed the game, or sport karate has evolved into literally just a sport. It is no longer like, obviously you're not trying to inflict pain on your opponent in any, I mean you are in some combat sports, but like in the old style karate, you can see they're trying to connect, they're trying to make it look real, whereas here, there is no thought about trying to make this attack look real. It's about connecting perfectly at the perfect distance away to score the point. Like you can see it's fully gone towards the sport aspect now rather than the combat aspect, I guess.
It's going to be like this. It's going to be 3 minutes of this.
Oh, see, Red was in there with a Kazamazuki there over the top. Kazamazuki jab. Apologies if you notice anything weird about my voice or my face. I'm a bit ill at the moment, so just let me off. So that was a jab over the top for Red there, the Egyptian fighter. So it's currently 3-1 to the Egyptian. Yeah, they're very twitchy. They're very, very twitchy. Go to throw an attack and they'll both be ready to go. So you can definitely see a difference there. It's more composed here. They're waiting for their perfect time to strike, whereas beforehand it was almost like, oh, that was a lovely kick. That was a lovely Uruma Washigiri. Hook kick straight over the top. See, I would say, personally, the kicks in the modern sport karate, are better. They are better. It was so fast and so precise, and the hook kick was perfect technique straight round the back, and especially on an opponent so tall. The kicks have definitely evolved forwards, I would say. I'm not saying anything has gone backwards. I don't think anything's gone backwards, but the punches are definitely more pulled and less real. But those kicks are very, very impressive. Yeah, all the judges straight up flagged for blue. There was no dispute in that kick. That was a very, very good kick. Here we go. I think he shot his gum shield out there. It's like a double Gyakuzuki over the top, double reverse punch, straight punch. There's also not so much clinching in the modern one, I've noticed. I think there's not as much clinching because you're not actually in danger of getting like walloped in the face, like really smacked in the face. Obviously, when you clinch, it's like because you're trying to protect yourself. You don't want to catch like a I don't know, like a kick or a punch. Not a kick really. In karate maybe because you can flick your hook kick up, but generally you come into the clinch to avoid getting punched. But whereas here, there's not as much of that. Whereas before you could see they're always coming in and they're always like, you know, trying not to catch punch because in the old days you were at risk of getting a real punch to the jaw. Whereas here it's not really like that. Yeah, it's an interesting matchup, this one. Real height difference. Yeah, see, they're both fast, and I think, especially another point to make is in the modern karate, the celebratory running and jumping afterwards has definitely gone up. You know, in this one, you score a point and you're like that, you start jumping around. You know, yes, look at my point, I win. You know, whereas in the old days, if you started doing that, you'd probably get whacked in the face. Definitely more composed in this one. I feel like the old one reminds me of like a couple men that have just come out of a bar, a bit rowdy, and they're just going for a scrap. Whereas these ones are like proper top level athletes. I mean, that came out really wrong. I'm not saying the old guys aren't athletes. I'm saying olden days looks more like a scrap, like a fight. Whereas this one looks more like a pretty well polished game, almost game, I would say, rather than a fight. I mean, obviously it's a fight. You know what I'm trying to say? It's 5-5. It's a close one. No, it's 6-5 to the Azerbaijan. Ooh, has he been caught in the face there? See here, the Egyptian guy will probably get a warning for that. Whereas back in the old days, I don't know if he would have done. Commentator just referred to it as a car crash. Let's see what happened here. Oh, see, he walked onto that jab. I mean, it wasn't actually that hard, but he's going to get a warning for it, see? I didn't think he connected that hard there, but it's so strict the contact rules in the modern sport karate that he's going to get a warning for that. See if he comes back. Ooh, missed that spinning hook kick. He was not going to get that. Must be hard to be that short and getting your leg up to the height of that opponent like that. See what happens here. See another... Yeah, the same techniques are often being used here. It's a simple jab and a cross over the top. It's a very common move used in sport karate. But Azerbaijan is coming ahead a bit now. Azerbaijani with the point again. Okay, we'll fast forward a little bit. It's now 9-8 to Egypt. He's got another point there. Egypt is coming ahead. See, to win a fight in this modern karate compared to old school is quite different, I think. I mean, it's not really. You're trying to score points in both, but it's quite contrasting how much it's evolved in 40 years. Like, this is so precise, and it is more of a game than a fight, I would say. It is way more of a game than a fight. Whereas back then it was more on the combat side. Well, I've fast forwarded to the end of the fight and it's now 15-12 to Egypt. That is a very high scoring match and Egypt is going to take this one. But like I said there, 15-12 is extremely high scoring, and I don't think you would see that very much in the old days, because nowadays, kick into the head, which is worth the most points, 3 points, is so much more common now, I feel like, than it was back then, because, I mean, actually, I don't really know why, but kicks have become such a massive part of this game. Maybe it's for the entertainment factor. They obviously would bring more viewers in if there are more exciting points like head kicks and takedowns. Takedowns and a punch on the floor is also 3 points. So maybe that's why it's kind of evolved this way. Still not in the Olympics though. Karate got taken out. Let's get it back in the Olympics. Anyway, that is going to be that for this video. Let me know what you did think of it. And also leave a like if you enjoyed it and a comment. Let me know also what else you want me to react to. Any fights, anything really, anything you'd like me to react to, or any long videos you'd like me to make as well. And again, check out my flexibility program if you want to get those head height kicks. Hopefully I'm not ill in the next videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.